So for 14, we want to try and find our matching sides. So we went from a side 14, it looks like, to a side 16 by rotating this and dilating it. This side 28 is apparently corresponding with this X side. So you can see if you rotated the figure that these would land on top of each other. So we are going to write our proportion. So the smaller blue side over the larger blue side has to equal the smaller pink side over the larger pink side, keeping in mind that you want to keep your proportion nice and organized. So again, I did smaller blue, smaller pink, bigger pink. We're going to go ahead and cross multiply, and we get 14x is equal to, and we're cross multiplying on the other side. You guys can see I am using two different colors to show you where this is coming from. In my calculator, I would type in 16 times 28. So I'm getting 448. That's what I'm typing in. Okay, so this is your equation. 448 is equal to 14x. Divide by 14 on both sides. Divide by 14, and I get x is equal to 32. So this missing side length for our rectangle is 32. Over here, again, we're picking out the corresponding sides. Okay, so I have these sides corresponding and these sides corresponding, assuming these are similar. So they tell you that these are similar figures, which is why we can do this. So we're going to pick out, I'm going to do the smaller pink over the larger pink is equal to the smaller blue over the larger blue. Okay, I like to reduce my fraction first, but I'm going to do that. So we're going to do x times 24, 24x, and 18 times 20. So 360. Okay, 18 times 20, 360. Just making sure my math is correct. Divide by 24 on both sides. Divide by 24, and we get x is equal to 15. Okay. Now again, this isn't the only proportion you can set up. Okay, so keep in mind if you guys wanted to do x over 20 is equal to 18 over 24, that is the same as what I wrote down, because watch what happens when you cross multiply. You're multiplying the same numbers. You still get 24x, and look what happens the opposite way. You still get 360. You're getting the same equation with a different proportion. So there are multiple proportions you guys could have written. You should still get the same answer of x is 15. Okay, over here, again, just picking out some corresponding sides. I have to use the x. Now it's up to you which of the other two sides you feel like using. I'm going to choose 15 and 10. I like those multiples of 5s. And then you're going to write your proportion. So maybe I'll write this proportion first. X over 15 is equal to, and then again I did blue over pink, so I have to do blue over pink. Okay, as long as you keep it nice and organized, your proportion is correct. There are multiple ways that you could have written the proportion. So 10x is equal to 15 times 11, which is 165. Divide by 10 on both sides. And 16.5 is equal to x. Okay. Working with D, again, look at this. It looks like this is rotated. If I were to rotate this, this x is corresponding with this 36, and the 24 is corresponding with the 12. This one's really easy because obviously to get from 12 to 24, they had to multiply by 2. And so when you multiply by 2 to the 36, 36 times 2 is 72. So if you want to do this one mentally, you just have to make sure you're showing your work. If you want to stick with proportions because it's a surefire way, go ahead and do that. So I'll do blue over pink is equal to blue over pink. Okay, then you guys are going to go ahead and cross multiply. So 12x is equal to 24 times 36. 24 times 36 is 864. Divide by 12 on both sides. X is equal to, we already said, 72. Okay, so that is your finding the missing side length. Okay, next we're going to go into number 15. So standing 4 feet from a mirror lying on the flat ground. Okay, so this is standing 4 feet from a mirror. Here's you standing 4 feet from a mirror, lying on the flat ground. Palmer, whose eye height is 5 feet 9 inches, at 5 feet 9 inches. Oh, I'm gonna cut it here and I'm gonna do a part 3 or a part 4.